Why do we need time zones? What is it by your time? You'll be surprised at what someone in Tokyo or Australia will tell you. When people are confronted by the realities of time zones and complexities of the International Dateline (IDL), they may be tempted to ask, why do we need time zones? How does a day look like around 10 p.m. in your place? Dark? Imagine someone telling you that by 10 p.m. in his country, the sun is at its peak. Doesn't that sound absurd? Geographers and explorers tell us that our planet spins on its axis, the Earth's imaginary pole. Now, as the spherical Earth rotates, it moves some side of it toward the sun, and the side gets into the sunlight. The people living there see the sunrise and call it a day. The other side of the Earth is at the same time in darkness, and those living there talk of sunset and call it night, at the same time. If then the whole Earth has just one single time zone, or there's nothing like time zones, what we know today as noon would be midday in some places and morning, evening, and midnight in different places. Have you seen how confusing things will be? Therefore, since these different parts of the globe enter and get out of daylight at different times, we certainly need different time zones to be definite and orderly. So, what would happen if there were no time zones? As you while away hours on a long-haul flight, the question may have crossed your mind since the time on your wristwatch will not be correct in your destination. You may have fantasized as argued by the ambitious duo of economist Steve Hanke and astronomer Dick Henry. In the Hanke-Henry datetime, 10 a.m. will be 10 a.m. everywhere across the world. After all, does physics not support that time is always the same everywhere on the Earth? Then one of the funny challenges is, when will be the ideal time to get out of bed, for meals, to start working day, and to end one's day? Individual communities will still have to resort to localizing their time. Wasn't that the case in the past when Dr. William Hyde Wollaston in the late 1700s came up with the idea of time zones or time meridians? Upon seeing how easier this will make international trades, travels, and communication, Abraham Follett Osler started popularizing this idea in Britain in the late 1800s. This gave birth to the Greenwich Observatory Mean Time (GMT) or Greenwich Meridian Time. Scientists took it up from there and figured out how to divide the world into time zones. To get different time zones, they studied the Earth's movements. They found that every 60 minutes, Earth moves about 15 degrees, and that it completes a full circle rotation, 360 degrees, every 24 hours. They now divided Earth into 24 sections or time zones, with each zone 15 degrees longitude wide. From this, they got more facts about the Earth's rotation and revolution. This information forms the basis of our time zone. With this time zone, we can calculate dates and times years ahead. So, do we need time zones? Yes, or what do you think? Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.